Hey, my name is Phil from legitmarketingreviews.com, and in today's video we're going to be looking at an e-commerce platform called Gigrove. Now in this Gigrove review, I want to show you exactly what Gigrove is, how it actually works, and by the end of this video you should know if it's right for you. And just to let you know, they are currently having a lifetime deal, so if you want to get Gigrove without the monthly subscription costs, make sure you check it out using the link in the description. So first of all, what is Gigrove? Well, like I mentioned earlier, it is an e-commerce platform, but what makes Gigrove really special is how simple it actually is to get set up. All you have to do is enter in your store information, add in some products, as well as your payment gateways, and then you have your own customized store that you can add to either your existing website or have as a standalone site. Now, the great thing about this too is it's white label, so you can add your own custom domains, you can add your own custom emails, and the best thing about it, once again, is it's so easy to do. So what I'm actually going to do is jump behind the screen and show you how Gigrove works. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start here on the Gigrove homepage. Basically, what I want to do is show you some of the features they actually list, just in case I don't go through them during the product review. Now, just to let you know, they are called Gigrove because they talk about products as gigs. So if you go to the Launch Your Gig menu item, you can see they're talking about you can sell services, shipping, delivery, digital files, and also bookable gigs. So you can sell physical, digital products as well as schedule meetings. And if we actually go to the features tabs, just so I don't miss out on anything, inside of it you actually get access to all of the e-commerce tools, things like taking online payments, having inventory, selling bookable services. You can also manage all of your orders and your policies, products, customers, everything inside of here as well. And you'll also actually have a live chat widget, which you can actually get people to send you messages directly from your store, which is quite amazing, as well as show you all your analytics, have coupons, all that sort of good stuff. And you do have a lot of integrations as well. So having things like Zapier there allows you to really connect to anything in the world. And once again, you have all your custom branding, custom domain, store page, store logo, and all of that sort of good stuff in here as well. And there's tons of other stuff as well, right? So the last thing I want to show you before we actually get into the product review is the pricing. There is two prices if you aren't going to take the lifetime deal. It is basically $14.99 a month or $32 for the premium. The main differences are you get analytics in the premium as well as team members and the live chat functionality. The best part of all is it is 0% added to the actual checkout. So what you get in your bank account, what you get for the order is what you get in your pocket. It's quite amazing. Now, these guys are actually trying to take on Shopify and all these big e-commerce platforms. So if you're on a budget, this is definitely an amazing tool. And if you want to get the Gigrove lifetime deal and you want to avoid all monthly costs, then you can actually get it for just starting at $49. And basically what that $49 is going to allow you to get is unlimited live products, unlimited teams, branded emails, all of the good stuff that's basically included. So it's all of the premium features that you see, except it is limited by sub accounts and things like that. So it's a really good deal considering that the premium plan is $32 a month. For $49, you can actually get it lifetime. So it's absolutely incredible. So here we are on the dashboard. Now I've actually started playing around with Gigrove already. In fact, I've already created a quick store just to sort of give you something that you can see straight away. And I've called it Minecraft, right? So what you can do with Gigrove basically is create a very quick and easy website which can actually take online payments, bookings. You can sell products, ship products, all that sort of good stuff from this platform, which can either be complemented to your existing website or you could have it as a standalone website. Now this is actually perfect for people like freelancers, people that just want to take payments quickly without having to pay those expensive Shopify monthly payments or without having that unbranded sort of feel. You can actually create your store very quickly, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a moment. And then you can add your products. You also have an about page and your store policies. Now, one of the cool things too on the premium feature is the ability to actually use the chat now button, which will allow you to actually allow your visitors to actually directly connect with you. And inside your backend, which I'll go through in a moment, you can see all your messages and everything inside of there. You can also link to your social channels and all that sort of good stuff. So just to give you an idea of what the products can actually look like, I just created some dummy products here to give you an idea of how it works. On the left, we've got a slider scale, so you can see different products depending on the different prices people are looking to pay. But if I click on, say, this one here, the strategy session, this is what it looks like. Basically, you put in an image, you put in a bit of text here, you choose a price that you want to label, and if it's a booking sort of specific product, you can actually add in a calendar Inside your store, you can choose the time and days, things like that you want to be available, and then you can set your times and everything like that. So let's just say someone wanted to book a strategy session for a Wednesday. It's going to show them the times that the store is actually open. So let's just say I choose 1 p.m. What you can do is check on availability, and it's going to go ahead in your booking system, see if it's available, and if it is, it's going to add it to the cart. Then they go to the cart and simply check out from there. So here's a sort of reminder of what they are getting. June 2nd, a 1 p.m. strategy session. They can add coupon codes, which you can add in the back end. I'll show you in a bit. But basically, proceed to checkout. And once that loads, they'll actually be able to pay for it. Now, there is a few things you can actually do on this page. Basically, the integrations you can get for it, once again, is PayPal, or you can use Stripe to take credit card payments. You can also have it a requesting booking. So instead of taking payment straight away, you can sort of approve it in the back end to then send them the information to actually pay for it. But basically what it's going to do, take all their information, they're going to go ahead and pay for it, and then it's going to give them a confirmation, and in your back end you're actually going to get a booking. So it's really easy to do. It's a very, very quick store to create. I created this entire store, I believe, in like 20 minutes, so it's actually quite amazing to see. And to give you an idea of how it actually works, I'll come again to the very beginning and actually show you this process. So when you first actually get started, there is going to be an onboarding sequence, but if you have already got started, if you want to do some adjustments, this is basically what it's going to look like. So the first thing I recommend you to actually do is come down to shop settings, and inside of here we can actually start setting up our shop. Now you've got a few things to actually start with. Once again, you've got your store name, so I've called mine Minecraft, your store email, you've also got your store phone number, then you've got a logo, and you can choose between a static image, a slider, or a video. I personally just have the static image, and I've got the same for mobile. You can change it if you want different sizing, things like that. And you've also got a store list banner type. You can also change this if you wish from static image to a video. I've actually left it blank, and here in the about section is where you can actually start writing all of your information about the about. Now I'll show you exactly what it's going to look like. So this is actually the about section. As you can see, I've only got this one line inside of here. I figured you guys would understand what it would look like, so I just left it quite short and sweet. But what you would want to do is obviously put a little bit about your story in there. You can also add in things like imagery and everything like that. Then if we go down a little bit further, we've got web store name position at header or on banner. So I've just left mine on the on header, which is here, which looks good. And you've also got things like hide address, hide phone number, hide about, all that if you just wish to have straight products. So once you have that first step actually done, the next step is to add in some payment processes, right? So I could usually go to payment, and inside here you've got a few options that you can actually connect. You can choose either PayPal or Stripe, or you can actually add in bank transfer details. As it is an online store, I highly recommend taking online payments. So when you go through the Stripe process, if you haven't got Stripe, you can create a new account inside of it. If you've already got an existing, you can link it. It's very easy to do. PayPal's slightly harder. You're going to have to use some different types of methods. You can even have PayPal Direct if you wish. Stripe is always the easiest to use, and I believe Stripe is better in my personal opinion. So once you've actually connected Stripe or PayPal or the bank transfer details, now you can actually start taking payments, which is really cool. And then the final thing I'd probably do before actually creating some products is set up your booking times. Now, if you aren't taking bookings, you can actually skip this step. But basically what it's going to allow you to do is set the times where you schedule your different times of availability, basically. So you want to come to the top, come to Booking Manager, come to the top right cog. And what you can do inside of this cog is set your global availability. Now, myself personally, I like to leave things quite short and sweet to mid-morning to mid-afternoon, so 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And I want to have it bookable so people can actually use it. And then you can choose the different times and days that you want to be available. So if you wanted to say only have Mondays or Tuesdays, things like that, I just leave it as all week usually. And you can also add in different variables as well. So if you wanted to do the Monday to Friday, you could set them all up, add different ones for different times, if that makes sense. So you can be very variable. Once you've done that, then you're good to go to actually start taking bookings. So what I'm going to do is quickly delete this, and I'm going to show you how you can set up some products. So let's go ahead and actually add in our first product. In this case, it's actually already my fourth product, but this is how you would actually do it. So you want to come to the top left, click on add new item. And then once I've added in an item, shown you how to do this, we'll go through all of the other tabs inside of Gigrove because there is a lot. So first of all, once you get a new product ready, you'll see this little drop down, and inside the drop down you'll see 4 types of products we can actually have: a standard, a variable, a booking, and a product bundle. So a standard product is a straightforward, payment checkout. You can add in shipping, things like that if you wish, and it's going to take payment, and then you can send them through a receipt. Now, a variable product is something that can change. I don't know too much exactly about the variable product, so I won't go too much into it, but there is tutorials and everything for it in the back end. Finally, we've got booking service, which I believe a lot of people are going to use. Perfect for freelancers, perfect for consultants, coaching, everything like that. And then we've got a product bundle where you can put multiple products together. So for this particular one, I'm going to show you the booking service, as we've already done a booking sort of setup. So what you want to do is check booking service, click on this is a service, and then you want to type in what the service is about. So I'm going to say this, maybe 1 hour coaching session. All right. Session inside this coaching session. So you want to write just a quick description about what it's about. You will learn how to scale your existing business much higher than you already have, right? Something like that. Obviously it's just an example type scenario. Then on the right, we've got here the images. You can add more than one if you wish. But what I recommend you do is do a 1x1 crop, because I believe it is going to stretch it a little bit. So 1x1 crop is always going to be the best. So you can simply add a file in here, or if you've got some existing ones like I've already done here for this tutorial, I'm going to click on one, choose select, and now that file has a thumbnail. Very easy. Now, if we come down a little bit further on the page, you can see you've got things like suggested categories. You can add those if you wish. We've also got the payment gateways. So inside here, you want to choose what types of payments you want to accept. So I'm going to choose credit card, which is Stripe, and also PayPal. So I'm going to check both of those, and they both get added. Very easy to do. Then you want to come down a little bit further, and we have got a couple of options, right? So like I mentioned earlier when I went through it, if you want to have a request confirmation, so you're not just taking bookings and getting them put into your calendar already, you can check this one here. So they're going to request a book, and then you can approve them on the back if you wish. You can have the calendar available if you want it to be available all the time, or you can only have it on click. So each time they click on it, then it's going to give them an option to choose. You can make it so they can cancel their booking if they wish as well, which is entirely up to you. You can also choose how long you want your meetings to be. So if it only wants to be 1 hour, you want to choose 1 hour, not 1 day. And that's all you have to do in the first section. If you want to add in tax, there is a tax section, which you can go in here and choose the different types of taxes that are available. We've also got availability. So if you have done, once again, the first section of it, which I went through, which was the booking manager, you'll already have your global settings. But if you want to actually choose specific times for this one particular service, you can actually do so inside of here as well. I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it as open. Right. And then finally, we have the cost. So this is going to show you how much you're actually going to charge for it. So I'm going to put, say, or to be different, I'll put $3.97 just so we can keep it unique. So I'm going to put $3.97, and you can put in some custom price rules if you wish, based on dates for sales, things like that. And you can add multiple ones inside of here. Just press the plus. Next, we've got things like SEO, which you can add if you want to put in things to help it rank on the search engines, like the focus keyword and the meta description. You've also got default currency. When you set up your store, you can choose the currency, so I'm sure it doesn't usually change for most stores. You've also got adding in your Facebook pixel, custom HTML if you have any other tags you want to put in there. Once they actually purchase, you've got here the redirect URL. So basically what you can do is once they purchase, you can send them somewhere else if you've got something else that you want them to do. Maybe it's like pre-meeting instructions, something like that. So you can create a URL, put it in here. It's going to redirect them to that. You've also got here custom fields. So upon checkout, you can ask for some extra information if you wish. So you can go through those. You can also add in product policies. And in advance, there's just finally a few more fields that you can actually add in, like a menu order, which is obviously not for everyone, or a purchase note. But once those are done, basically it's the first couple ones. What you want to do is go ahead and press submit. And what it's going to do is create a new product. So if I come to the dashboard once again, if I come to my store, come back to offerings, what we should see now is a 5th product that I've just created for $397 called the 1 hour coaching, which it is like so. So if I click on that now, what you will see is you will see the calendar pop up, you'll see the pricing. Once again, you'll see the description I gave it. It's all mobile responsive, looks great. It's got the dates that you can choose, it's got the times that you can choose because it's in the hourly increments. You can choose book now if you wish, and then it's going to go ahead and go through the process, right? So it's been added to the cart and it's all ready to go. So it's super easy to actually add products. So that's basically it. Standard product is the same thing, except it doesn't have the calendar aspect. So just to give you an idea, I'm just going to edit this one once again, and I'm just quickly add a price. Not much actually changes, except the price appears just above the short description below the product title. So I'm just going to put in here 111 just to show you, just to distinguish the different when we look at it. Then we also have things here like SKU if you want to have a specific like a labeling system for it. You can also manage stock if it's a physical product. You've also got things like shipping. You can make it be only sold once, so it has to be sold individually. You've also got things like attributes, which you can add in, the shipping things that you can add in. I believe you can integrate it with other places as well, so you can actually automate the delivery. And then you've also got processing time, things like that. So it's all really cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and submit it and show you the difference in for a booking session versus a normal session. So I'm just going to go back once again, and it's going to hopefully, so here we go. Here is the new product. And as you can see, it's the same, except now it's just got add to cart. It doesn't have the booking button, which is cool. And if you go to the checkout, it's just going to be the product itself, like so. This is the product we did earlier. And then it's going to go and ask for all their information. So it's really easy to set up once again. And then once that's all done, once you've added all your products, you're pretty much ready to go. Now, a few things that people will want to add to this is, of course, a custom domain. So if we come down to custom domains, on the left, you will see we have here the custom domain page, which allows you to actually set up your own A records to have your store under your own custom domain. So most of the time, if this is a standalone store, you would buy a domain, you would set the A record to this value here, and then your store is going to be set up. If you wanted to have a subdomain, so if you had your own website, say website.com, and you wanted to have your own store as a different subdomain, you could have store.yourwebsite.com. So you'd create a subdomain, put in the A record, add it to here, and then you'd type in store.yourdomain.com, right? And then you'll have your own custom domain. So it's really easy to do. It will take time to propagate, probably about half an hour. It says up to 24 hours. It's usually like half an hour, which is easy to do. Other things we have here is coupons. We also have all your customers, support tickets, live chat if you need it. You've got analytics, reports, you've got your order manager. Everything is really self-explanatory in this platform. It is actually really easy to use. That's why I love it so much. And if we come up the top, we've also got a license generator if you want to add licenses to the products that you sell. You've also got license keys, the ones that have already been created. And then the rest is basically history, right? You've got your shipping manager, or you've got your delivery manager, where you can manage all of the orders that you've already got in place. You've got all your media that you've uploaded, and you've got all of the other good stuff inside of the platform. So that is basically Gigrove. It is very easy to do. It is very easy to set up, and in less than 10 minutes, we've actually set up a store, added a product, customized all our bookings, as well as integrated payment gateways, everything like that. So now our store is ready to go. So what I'm going to do right now is actually jump behind the screen one more time. I just want to talk about a few extra things. Okay, so that was Gigrove. As you can see, it is a very easy e-commerce platform to actually get set up. So if you are someone that is looking for an e-commerce solution to actually take payments online, but you don't want to pay these big monthly costs to actually be able to do it, then Gigrove is perfect, as it will give you a place where you can actually integrate to your own store, but give you the simplicity of actually just having a product that you can quickly and easily sell. Then I highly recommend checking out Gigrove. Once again, if you want to check out the lifetime deal, it is currently linked in the description. Go ahead and check it out. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this Gigrove review. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't, make sure you subscribe for more videos. I'll see you on the next one.